All right, thank you for participating today. We'll now begin with an opening statement from head coach Brad Underwood, then go to questions. Use the raise hand function to indicate you would like to ask a question. When you are called on for your question, please state your name and affiliation first. Coach, please give us a brief opening statement and then we'll go to questions.
Well, tremendous amount of credit goes to Loyola. First 10 minutes of that game, they got us on our heels, and we never really recovered. We had stretches, but they just rocked us. And again, we missed some easy opportunities. We're not going to win many games when Trent's 1 for 10, and Io had a tough night. So, but again, I don't want to detract anything from Loyola. They made it very tough for us to run stuff. We got out-rebounded. We got out-fought. That's a good basketball team. Krutwig is outstanding. Tremendous matchup. He dominated the game. With 19 points, 5 assists, and 12 rebounds. And he's a difficult matchup and an awfully good player who makes everybody else better. But give them credit. They were the best team today, and I'm not going to downplay the outstanding season that we had. I want our guys to be learn from this experience. We did a lot of great things in the best conference in basketball. Today just wasn't our day, and we'll grow from that.
All right, now we'll go to questions from the media. Please use the raise hand function to indicate you want to ask a question. Our first question comes from Shannon Ryan from the Chicago Tribune. Go ahead, Shannon.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Brad. Can you describe just a little the post-game message, what that locker room was like, and sending off some really good players here at the end?
Yeah, they're players that the hardest thing about making the NCAA tournament is when you lose is the locker room, and it's family. You see a lot of guys hurting, a lot of guys in tears, a lot of guys disappointed, and yet such is life. Life deals you some very challenging blows at different times, and you've got to wake up in the morning, the sun comes up, and you've got to go about your business. And today was not our day. Yet where Illinois basketball was 4 years ago compared to where it is now, I like where we're at. I like our young guys. I like our pieces, and we've just got to continue to work and stay at this level.
Our next question comes from Scott Ritchie from the Champaign News-Gazette. Go ahead, Scott.
Brad, you mentioned just Loyola rocking your team. Just what didn't maybe allow the answer that you guys have typically had when teams have maybe delivered a blow like that before?
Can you repeat that again, Scott?
Yeah, just in terms of Loyola kind of rocking you guys early, what do you feel like maybe was missing where you weren't able to answer that in the way you have before?
Well, they did a really good job in their ball screen coverage, and again, with a veteran team, Porter's able to do a lot of different things. We didn't expect them to play a deep ball screen coverage, which they had done a lot, and they got up and really did a good job of boxing us in. And we didn't do a very good job of playing out of it. We had some 2 or 3, 4 turnovers real early. And again, we said this was a team that was very much like an Indiana team we faced defensively, and we didn't handle it very well. And again, give them credit.
Our next question comes from Brandon Simber from the Daily Illini. Go ahead, Brandon.
Brad, what did they do so well on Io defensively?
Guarded him. I mean, they got up into ball screens very hard, and were very, very aggressive in him, and made him pass the ball or try to pass the ball. He got downhill a few times and missed a couple of easy ones early, but again, it's it was a tough night. Io doesn't have 6 turnovers very often, and they made it tough for him to get to the rim.
Brett from WCIA TV. Go ahead, Brett.
Brad, what adjustments did you try to make, and how come you didn't feel like those worked?
Yeah, we put everybody in them. We tried putting Io in Shakes to get him going. I thought, we tried establishing Kofi. We didn't go early enough to Kofi. I thought we missed him, and when we did go to him early, he missed 3 or 4. But we tried everything in the bag. Everything that's made us one of the most efficient offensive teams today, just for whatever reason, didn't work. And Trent goes 1 for 10, and he's been playing great. And it was, but you can't turn it over 17 times in an NCAA tournament game against a good team and expect to win. And turnovers were the undoing.
Next question's from Derek Piper from the Inquirer. Go ahead, Derek.
Hey, Coach, what did you see go wrong in your ball screen coverage where Krutwig was able to get many opportunities in the pick and roll?
No, they do a lot of what we call zoom action. They bring a lot of guys off handoffs, and it's the same thing that we've done all year. And Krutwig is we try to make it a 2-on-2 game. Krutwig hurt us with a little bit of with a couple rolls. I'm okay with that, but we made 4 mistakes in the first half just on coverages where we didn't talk, and we haven't been making those, Derek. And that's one of the things that was really disappointing today. And at halftime was just the simple communication mistakes. But we knew Krutwig was going to score, and he's a really good player, and he elevates. We were more concerned of trying not to let him elevate his teammates. So we weren't as concerned with his points as we were, him elevating. But again, give their guys credit; they did a great job.
We'll go to Steve McGargy from the Associated Press. Go ahead, Steve.
Just the way Loyola was kind of able to use all the shot clock on just about every possession, just how much did that wear y'all down the stretch, and how frustrating was it the way that pace they were playing with, and how they were able to kind of use the clock there with the league?
Well, we knew coming in. I mean, they only give up 6 points a game in transition, so we felt like we had to get some stops to be able to run. And again, early, that's what they do is they grind possessions. They're one of the slower teams in the country in pace of play. And again, with Krutwig, it gets hard to take anything away because he can play at the top of the key. He's got an unlimited dribble, and as soon as you run stuff at him or somebody at him, he dices you with the pass. So they're a hard guard, and they've got very skilled guys who are very, very well schooled in what they're doing, and they hurt us with it today.
We'll go back to Scott Ritchie from the Champaign News-Gazette. Go ahead, Scott.
Brad, just as soon as the final buzzer went off, Io made a beeline for Andre Cabello, wrapped him up, kind of helped let him off the court. He was giving hugs to everybody else. Just in that kind of moment, what does it say about your team where you sort of rallied around each other, even kind of in a tough moment?
Well, that's what we've done all year. Io's an unbelievable leader. Io will go take that next step, and deservedly so. But Io's done more for this program, and these young guys, Io and Ace and Coleman Hawkins and Brandon Lieb and all these guys that are gonna continue to build this. My hat's off to Io. He does a great job of leading and has been instrumental in this. His jersey will hang in our rafters someday. But in a day that's really was tough for him. To show that continued leadership speaks volumes to who he is as a young man.
We'll go to Jeremy Werner from 24/7 Sports. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Hey, Brad. Obviously, this team did things that an Illinois team hasn't done in a long time, but obviously this is a tough way to end it. How do you hope this team is remembered, especially with what happened today?
Yeah, I mean it's one of the great things about March Madness is you have an off day and you lose, and you can't lose sight of I don't even know what our record was. You can't lose sight of that. You can't lose sight of the Big Ten championship. You can't lose sight of the 19 games we won against Big Ten opponents. You can't lose sight of the growth. that this team made through the season. But I'll remember this very, very fondly. This group as a team that really continued to take the next step and in our progress of building. And I think we've brought Illinois back, and it's been a resurrection of sorts, and great challenge. And this team has achieved a great deal.
We'll go back to Shannon Ryan from the Chicago Tribune. Go ahead, Shannon.
Oh, my question was just asked. Thank you.
And we'll go to Brett from WCIA TV. Go ahead, Brett.
Brad, is there one moment you will take away from this season, or one thing in particular that you'll always have? I realize that's difficult, the circumstances right now, but how will you remember specific things?
Yeah, I mean, being able to celebrate the Big Ten championship here in Indy was one of the positives. I'll also remember the unbelievable sacrifice that our young people have made since June 10th. Man, that's hard. Not seeing family, the commitment, not having a positive test since August, how hard that can be, and the dedication and commitment and sacrifice. That's probably what makes today even harder than the loss itself. There was so much sacrifice and work put in, but we also got to celebrate some unbelievable moments, and you never forget those.
All right, our last question comes from Alessandra Pontbriand. Go ahead, Alessandra.
Brad, what are the thoughts running through your head right now?
I don't know. I'm a real softy and at heart, and man, when you walk in and you see young people crying, and then I get really emotional anyway, and I always go there first before I think of the positives and the good, and the game's over. We'll have plenty of time to review that. But I'm with those guys in the locker room, and my heart aches for them. I'm truly sad that today wasn't our day.
All right, thank you, Coach, for your time today.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be joined momentarily by Dosunmu. Please use the time to raise or lower your hand as necessary.
Do I see him?
Yes, you can see him.
All
right, we're now joined by Dosunmu. We'll begin the press conference. Please use the raise hand function to indicate you would like to ask a question. When you are called on for your question, please state your name and affiliation first. Brandon Simber, we'll start with you. Go ahead, Brandon.
Defensively, what did Loyola do so well today against you guys?
They're a well-coached team. Credit to them. I just think we had a great game plan to really, get after what we like to do, where we like to get the ball at. And I just think they did a well job there.
Shannon Ryan from the Chicago Tribune. Go ahead, Shannon.
Okay, thanks, Io. Can you just describe the end of the game? You went right over to Andre Curbelo. You were giving high fives to people. What kind of message were you trying to send there? Even though I'm sure your feelings were pretty, you must have been pretty disappointed.
Oh, definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in the way I played. I don't think I played, I don't think to my standards, I don't think I played nowhere near how I wanted to play to help my team win. And I understand that, life comes with adversity. It's not what you do when it happens. It's what you do after it happens. So I just try to tell them. I told my team, keep your heads high. Heads high. We didn't win. We wanted to win this game. We didn't get it done. But at the end of the day, you got to take your medicine. That's what I'm doing now. I'm taking my medicine. All the good that's been coming this season. We were at our high and we played well. Even how we were feeling, we won a Big Ten championship. And the Lord just had different plans for us now. Now it's all about taking your medicine.
All right, next question from Brett from WCIA TV. Go ahead, Brett.
How much do you feel like they took you out of even the adjustments you guys tried to make throughout the game?
I just think we didn't get in a rhythm offensively. What do we shoot from the field? 22 for 49. Yeah, we didn't really. I don't know. I don't think we really got in a rhythm. How we wanted to be, how we normally be. Like I said, credits to them. They had a great game plan. They executed the game plan well. So yeah, credit to them.
Next question from Scott Ritchie. Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, I don't know. Loyola doesn't allow teams to really get out in transition that much. Just how much did that maybe hurt you guys? Where a lot of what you've been able to do successfully this year was pushing the tempo and getting in transition.
I mean, they're just solid. They're a solid basketball team. They followed their coach's game plan, and they did a tremendous job at that. At the end of the day, I think we still had good looks. We just, couldn't throw a penny in the ocean. So, it is what it is. I'm disappointed, definitely. But like I said, it's all about the response. What are you going to do after this? You're going to hold your head down, or you're going to work. That's all you can do is get in the gym and work harder. I have a photogenic memory of, the feeling I felt after the game. And just going to go in the gym, get better, keep praying. The sun going to shine tomorrow, just try to keep it positive. When I go through times like this, I try to think of the positive, It's easy to think about these last 40 minutes of how we, didn't play how we wanted to play. But I try to focus on, the thousands, the millions of hours with my teammates, all the adversity we overcame. The good part about it, the good side about it. But they did a great job getting back in transition. They're just a well-coached team. Like I said, they followed their game plan.
All right, next question from Steve McGargy from the Associated Press. Go ahead, Steve.
Tourney, y'all got the last 5 points of the first half, a couple of dunks from Coburn, and it seemed like y'all gotten a little bit of momentum there. What were y'all thinking at halftime, and why were you not able to kind of carry it over to the second half?
I mean, we was thinking that was going to try to come out and win the game. That's what we were thinking. We were just trying to get out, get stops, try to keep the game close, and try to win it.
Next question is from Jeremy Werner from 24/7 Sports. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Hey, Io, I know this is kind of sour end everything, but how do you hope this team and you are remembered here at Illinois?
I'm hoping we remembered as, the guys that really helped turn this program around. That's what it's all about. When I came to Illinois, I came here to try to, of course, win a national championship. But my main goal was to, help get this program back on the map, help get this program back as one of the national powerhouses. We didn't get it done today, but at the end of the day, this group of guys, there's no other team I would want to go to war with. All season long, COVID protocols, being able to play every game, not have any positive test. I just think we sacrificed so much to get in this position, and I'm extremely proud of the guys, Coach Underwood. I definitely felt like I let my team down today, but, I can take it. I can take the criticism. I can take wherever it may come, I can take it. I've been through it all. It's another bump on the road, and I'm trying to, get back, get some rest. We go get back at it.
Next question is from Derek Piper from the Illini Inquirer. Go ahead, Derek.
Hey, what made it tough to get stops defensively? What were they doing on offense that really challenged you guys?
I mean, they run a good offense. They run a lot of pin downs, a lot of curls, and they have a big man who can facilitate and uplift his teammates. So, yeah.
Next question is from Mike McGraw from the Daily Herald. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, what was it like going up against your old buddy Lucas Williamson today?
It was nice. It was nice going up against him.
Next question is from Alec Buss. Go ahead, Alec.
Hey, I know there's a lot probably going through your mind, but as you take off your jersey one last time, I mean, what kind of emotions was that like for you?
It was definitely a hurtful feeling, but I try to take the good with the bad. You know, I definitely thought about how, poorly I played today, but I try to think about all the work I put in, all the hours I put into the gym, all the last 3 years, the difference we made as a difference I made as a player, and the difference the whole program made. And I try to just remember the good times, and at the same time I try to be in the moment, seize the moment. How I always tell you, I seize the moment when things are going well. I'm trying to seize the moment, when things go bad also. So I'm just soaking it all in, remembering this feeling. It's definitely not a feeling that I want to feel, but it's only gonna make me stronger. That's the only way you can get better is having the ability to be able to take your medicine when you don't perform how you want to perform. So, the same how I'm hype how I feel about when I'm playing well, I'm making game winners or hitting daggers. The same how I got to take it now. When I didn't play so well. So it's all about taking it, getting better, trying to enjoy my teammates, keep talking to them, keep uplifting them, because it's bigger than this one game. This one game doesn't define you at all. All the greats had to overcome adversity to get to where they were at. Michael Jordan he lost to the Detroit Pistons in multiple years. Kobe Bryant airballed in the playoff games. LeBron had to go through adversity. So all the greats had to go through adversity. So it's all about the next step. What you gonna do? And I'm just trying to keep my head high and just soak it all in.
All right, next question from Alessandra Point Briand. Go.
What are the thoughts running through your head right now?
How the thoughts? Right now, I'm thinking about how it's over. Definitely, I'm just it's a lot of things racing through my mind, but I'm really mainly thinking about all the work that we put in to get to this day, and now that it's over, I'm not sad. I'm looking at it as, I'm enjoying all the good times we had. I'm trying to think about all the great times that we got together as a team, how we overcame adversity, all the tough practices we had. Not even this year, but last year also. I'm just thinking about, my whole time at Illinois and, how we overcame so much to get to where we at today. The score didn't show it, but I love my guys. I love this program. I love everything about it. So I'm just thinking about just trying to enjoy everything and try to just remember the good times.
All right, for our last question, we'll go back to Scott Ritchie. Go ahead, Scott.
We talk a lot about kind of the side of Brad Underwood that pushes you guys and gets after you guys, and we saw maybe the other side a few minutes ago where he's feeling for this team. Just how much does that maybe mean to you and the team? Just where the coaches kind of have your back in any instance.
Oh man, the coaches. I always knew Coach Underwood had my back. I definitely want to give a shout out to Coach Underwood because no matter what, through the ups and the downs, he always been there for us. So I definitely, want to shout out to Coach Underwood. He know I love him dearly. I know he loves us dearly, and we didn't get it done. We didn't play how we need to play to win a game, and now it's about taking our medicine. And I also, want to thank, and, shout out all the media who covered me and covered this team for my last 3 years. It's been a great, great ride, a great journey. We didn't get it done. We definitely had bigger aspirations of, winning the national championship, trying to, get to a Final Four, cut down some more nets. But God had other plans. But I definitely want to, thank the media for, being with us, being there with me my whole journey. And it's been a great time, doing media with you guys. So just thank you guys for that.
All right. Thank you, Io, for your time today.
Thank you.
All right, that's it for this post-game news conference. A transcript of the coach's interview will be provided by ASAP Sports at www.ncaa.com/transcripts. You can also find a recording of this press conference in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at www.ncaa.veritone.com. Thank you for joining us.